Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final. There's been a rain delay. Pegula has just walked on court. Eala before Pegula, and the match is going to be underway very soon. They are going to be leaving their benches to go to the center of the court with the chair umpire to toss for service, for return. They get to decide what they want to do on court. Um, Interestingly, yesterday Pegula won the toss and allowed Schneider to serve first. I wonder how it's going to be now. Oh, it's been a long delay, almost 2.5 hours since they were supposed to walk on court. Here we go. Just being informed by the chair umpire, the rules, regulations, what to do, what not to do in certain circumstances. It's been a long wait. Over 2.5 hours already waiting to get this match started. Here we go. So Pegula won the toss. Not very certain or clear what she's decided. But one thing is certain. The ladies have got their warm-up started. Finally. What an interesting match this is going to be. Experience from Pegula. I'd say this has been paying off for her in this tournament thus far. Against consistency, Pegula always coming up with the right shot at the right time. Even when she's down, she goes through phases. She's able to change the rhythm. She's able to slow it down, speed it up. And this makes life very hard for opponents on the other side of the court. Alexandra Eala, I must say, has been doing pretty much the same with her shot selection. I think she's been defending well at the right time. She's been attacking at the right time, being very offensive when need be. I wonder, though, is Pegula going to try to attack the net more often to break that rhythm? It could be a strategy there, not allowing Eala to get hold of the ground strokes, get hold of the rally rather. I think this is something that Alex Eala has been doing so well. I know that Pegula, former world #1 doubles player, has what it takes to control the net. I think if she's being aggressive and she can get into the right positions, she can really dominate at the net. Could be challenging for Eala. It would be a different type of tactic. She's been playing all her 4 matches to get to this final. She's been playing opponents who have been trying to dominate from the back of the court, if need be, try to get inside the baseline. But Pegula is a different type of player. She's got such a variety of style, many different styles of tennis. She can dominate from the back. She can dominate off the serve, a return. She can move forward, as I've said already. In the previous video, way back 2.5 hours ago, I was mentioning the path that Pegula took to get to this final. Only dropped 1 set, and that was in her second round. In the second round match, it was her first match against Magda Frech. And now all eyes on Eala. Current ranking of 28 in the world. It's her highest. Pegula also, though, it's also at her highest, 3rd in the world right now. It's a debut tournament here. Back to Eala at Washington. What a debut. Perfect start, I must say. And right now, the race to WTA finals, she's 25th in the ranking. Also only dropped one set. That was her first round match against Kinwen Tseng. Only meeting before was about a year and a half ago in Miami. It was semi-final. Pegula won 7-6, 5-7, 6-3. Cameraman zooming into the clouds above. They are dark. There is a prediction. I got one eye on the weather forecast, and it says it's supposed to start raining within the hour. So around 4 o'clock American time. I do feel that this match will be interrupted again. Looks like a very unstable day, considering it's been a fantastic run, I must say. This whole tournament, right up into this final now, it's been pretty good weather. Let's get this match started. Eala, first serve down the middle of the court. Double hand back and return by Pegula. Hard hitting from Pegula is the first to take the initiative, try to move forward. Approach shot in the net. 15-love. Good first serve. Hard down the middle onto the forehand. Pegula dealt with the return pretty well. Forehand cross court by Eala's treated with a backhand slice cross court. Pegula then hits her backhand cross court in the tram lines. Something I've said over the last couple of days. Pegula hasn't been consistent, but there's a pattern in all her matches that she gets a bit of a slow start, almost like she needs to get into the opponent's rhythm. And once she's done that, then she starts to control the match. It'll be good for Eala to get a great start, and it's looking good right now. 3 points, 3 first serves. Very good. Oh, looking for the ace down the middle of the court. Just missed the service line. Second serve, hard into the forehand. Good return from Pegula. She's been pushed back by the depth and the power from Eala. Backhand goes long. Eala wins the first 4 points of the match. If every game goes like this, even if they're tight sets, they could probably get the match finished within an hour. So time on court. Wow, Alexandra Eala spent 7 hours and 9 minutes. Jessica Pegula, 4.5 hours. What a difference I can have on a player. Pegula having the advantage being number 1 seed. The top 4 seeds, incidentally, in this tournament were given a bye in the first round. So Pegula's played one less match compared to Eala. Sometimes it can work also against her. Eala's got more mileage in the tank, but at the same time now more experience on the surface. Good serve out wide. Great backhand return. Eala running on the forehand side, hits a forehand cross court out. First serve from Jessica is in on the backhand side. Great inside in. Backhand return. Forehand slammed into the ground by Pegula. 15 all. Alluded Steve. Mike believes Eala can beat Pegula in under an hour. That's not what I was saying. But we all like to hear what we want to hear. There we go. As I thought, Pegula at the net, dominating. She needed 2 net plays. Forehand volley down the line, backhand smash, cross court into the open court. I think we're going to see a lot of that. It's a different tactic. As I said, the previous opponents from Eala didn't try hard enough, or they didn't try to implement new tactics, especially when they were down. It's on a backhand from Eala. Forehand cross court. Rather down the line, more or less in the middle of the court, goes long, 40-15. What I was saying is if all the service games go as quick as Eala's first service game, I think this match could end up being under an hour. I do believe, though, the person, and I said this in the first video, before Rain suspended play, or the start of this match, I do think that the winner of who's going to take the first set will go on to take the second set. Great body serve from Pegula. Forehand slice, that's going out from Eala. 2 defensive. Great service game from Pegula. That's a good start. 20 unforced errors as a returner. Pegula in the opening game, facing Eala's serve. That was clinical. That was real top tennis from Pegula. How can Eala continue here? Good first serve. What a return from Pegula. And I think that rattled Eala a little bit. She felt the force of the number 3 ranked in the world with that inside out backhand return. Love 15. Onto the left side. There's that body serve. Return clips the top of the net. Eala approaches. That looked out, but they're still playing. Another drive volley in the same place, same direction, down the line. 15 all. Well, Eala is also looking quite comfortable to move forward. Interesting, these were 2 lobs onto the service line. Eala chose to hit a drive forehand instead of smashes. Good serve out wide. Impressive. She's now served 7 points in a row. She won her first opening game to love, and now she's trailing. She's leading 30-15, but it's 7 service points in a row. 7 first serves. Am I correct, or she had a second serve? Well, is that a let or a second serve? I think it's a second serve. Oh, it was a let first serve. Great first serve down the middle of the court. Pegula is attacking with approach shot. Great passing shot attempt down the line. Eala under pressure was able to turn that around. It shouldn't deter Pegula from moving forward, though. I feel like you gotta use a bit of math now. Pegula's come to the net if she keeps coming to the net and she's winning 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 points on average, yes, maybe she needs to change the tactic. But it's probably more 50-50 right now. So it's still a tactic that she can experiment with, use at the right time. Second serve into the body, forehand return cross court by Pegula, slamming it down the middle of the court now. Double and backhand in the net from Eala. So already tightening up on unforced errors, but raising her game early. Jessica Pegula. Is it an invitation to Eala to play an aggressive game? Great first serve down the middle of the court with power and precision. Eala holds her service game. It's 2-1. All right, very cloudy in Washington. Maybe it's warm. Eala with the ice pack on her shoulders and the back of her neck. Excellent camera work here in slow motion. Just witnessing Alex, how focused she is on every contact point, almost like she's honing in with her eyes. Very, very intense look on her face. Look at Pegula now. She's off to a very good start. Better than the previous matches. (23 tour finals and she's won 11. So below 50% chance of winning. It's probably a little bit high today. Eala missing the form behind the baseline. Haven't seen her play so many unforced errors this early in a match, especially in this tournament. Oof, that was a wayward first serve by Pegula. Definitely was aiming for the belly button of Eala, but she mustn't forget it must bounce first. Is it second serve right into the body? Beautiful forehand return winner down the line. My goodness, does Alex Eala make it look so easy. Excellent footwork. Short backswing and the acceleration with that racket face through the contact point. Full of confidence. Good serve out wide. Eala dealt with it quite nicely, double and back in cross court. Eala couldn't get under the ball enough as much as she tried with her legs. Don't forget as well, she needs to rip up on that ball. It stayed very, very low. Something that Pegula can do very well is hit that ball extremely flat. So there's hardly any bounce. Ooh, double fault. 30-all. First serve attempt down the middle of the court, didn't make it over the net. Second serve. Slice out wide, double hand backhand return. Cross court with angle. Forces Pegula to run into the court, but also out wide, forcing the forehand into the net. It's a break point. Good serve down the middle of the court. Double hand backhand return on the stretch in the net. Break point saved. Pegula's been trying to get that first serve down the middle of the court, and when she needed most, it came at the right time. Tried again to go down the tee. Good second serve into the body forehand. Slice defensively down the line. Eala focusing on the forehand of Pegula. She's trying to break it down like she's been doing every opponent this week. What defense from Pegula right now. She was chased out on the forehand side. Hasn't shifted. Eala is the one now finally going to the backhand side. What a drop shot from Pegula. She hit so many forehands. Different types of forehands. Defensive, topspin, flat, slice as well. And one opportunity, the only backhand in that rally, single hand backhand drop shot. Why am I downplaying Pegula? Oh, I don't feel like I am. Oh, she's being pushed back. Oh, forehand in the net, and Pegula holds her service game. I don't think I'm downplaying her at all. I'm commentating on what I see, and I feel that most of the time in the rally, she's the one under pressure. She's the one with the experience and can see that she's dealing with it very well, just as Eala's been doing exceptionally well over the last couple of days. I think most of unforced errors are coming from Eala right now, to be honest, compared to previous matches. She's been far more solid. Could be nerves as well. Pegula's been hitting a couple of mistakes, but I think the level of tennis is quite high. I think personally from my side, I would like to see Pegula come to the net. That will make things challenging for Eala. I think she's playing with great depth. She's the one who's hugging the baseline quite often in the rally, and Pegula is the one who's been sent back. She's the one that's running over these words here at the bottom of my screen, Washington D.C. And once again, beautiful pressure with a approach shot forehand down the line. Eala didn't even need to come to the net for the volley. I'm just commentating on what I see right now. Feels like, if you know anything about boxing, feels like Eala's controlling the center of the ring and kind of got Pegula on the ropes. Backhand slice cross court from Pegula is a bit short. Forehand slice down the line from Eala. Oh, moved too early. Thinking he was going to go cross court. Good approach shot down the line. Pegula saw that early and took the short ball early, forcing Eala to hit the lob forehand chip long behind the baseline. 15-all. Mark my words, I did say whoever's going to win this first set, I do believe will carry it through, the momentum, the confidence into that second set and win the match in straights. That's what I'm thinking. Good first serve from Eala. Pegula slightly crammed on the forehand side. Was too late to make space on the forehand side. Could have moved. It was difficult. I mean, it's easy to say. Could have moved a little bit sooner out the way. That's the tricky part about facing powerful body serve, especially if it's a first serve. Pegula standing very close to the baseline. That's for the first return. Second return is pretty much in the same position. Pretty much the same position. Double fault from Eala. First serve. Eala, wow, that's powerful, man. Down the middle of the court. Good double hand backhand return. And I think that just set the tone for the rally. Eala went defensive mode. Pegula, massive forehand cross court. And then Eala double hand backhand in the net. It's a break point opportunity now for the number 1 seed. Third ranked women's tennis player in the world. She's hunting for her 12th WTA tournament. Oh, almost an ace down the middle of the court. 100 miles per hour from Eala. How's she going to treat the second serve? She already hit one double fault from the side. Right to the body. Inside in. Forehand return winner. Pegula makes it 3-2. Gets the break. Well. Just saying, I'm just comparing all the matches. Pegula has started on the front foot. It's like what I was saying yesterday against Schneider. What took her so long? She was 5-2 down in the first set. Just lots of mistakes. Schneider was super aggressive, kept the points short, was hitting so well. But it's that 7th game, Pegula just started to step it up, which is the way that she's started this match. And I think that's what is hitting home really hard now for Eala. She must have expected it. I mean, this is the final. Why would Pegula sit back? She's been in this situation before. As I said already, the statistics, they show 23 finals now, WTA finals at this high level. Only 11 titles. If she goes on to win this, it will be exactly 50% record. See Eala hunting for her first WTA 500 title. I definitely know Pegula can play like this. My question was, why didn't, and I said that yesterday, from 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 7-5, and it just went on. Why didn't she start that way in the first game against Schneider? Why did she have to wait until she was 4-2 down to then up her game? That's past right now in this moment. Pegula serving the 6th game of the match, and as usual, Eala stepping inside the baseline, very confident with that return game of hers. Oh, she's wrong-footed. Excellent return cross-court. Pegula anticipated it so well. Great footwork to get into the right position, stayed low, and hammered her forehand cross-court for a winner. Serve out wide was a bit slicey. Forehand cross-court from Pegula goes long. 15-all. I also think that till now, with all the matches I've been watching, Eala's in the final because she's been the most consistent. Can't get too carried away when a person's hitting 1 or 2 unforced errors. But it's the way that she's been treating tough situations in defense. She's been playing classically. It's been fantastic to see when she's putting the pressure on as well. Wow! Inside out forehand return winner by Alex Eala. That was off Pegula's second serve. She's just used to kicking down the middle of the court. She's playing a lefty. She should know that. Right on Eala's forehand. And because she's standing so deep in the court, inside the court, the ball's on the rise. Eala's timing so good. I say it again. It's what Osaka should have done yesterday. Try to go more into the body, especially when Eala's standing so close. Beautiful backhand return. Backhand slice from Pegula low into the net. Break point now for the Filipino. First serve in the net. Second serve onto the backhand. Oh my word. What a return winner by Eala. She had to move quickly to the right. And did she just hammer that return down the line with style? Absolutely fantastic. Back-to-back breaks brings it back to serve Eala. Good serve out wide. Onto the forehand side, slightly jammed again in the body. Forehand return in the net. Again, favoring the lefty right now. It's a good lead to B15. Love up. Thought she was going to go more out wide. It was a good first serve though. Down the middle of the court, backhand slice, cross court from Pegula, who's doing most of the chasing. Drop shot from Eala brings Pegula forward. And to be honest, I have no idea what Pegula was trying to do there. Because it didn't look like she was going to play a drop shot. But she just kind of scooped the ball into the net. Yeah, and her expression explains it all. Missed the first serve. I think the best option is in the body. Slice out wide, slightly cramped. Pegula managed to smash that forehand return right back at Eala, who couldn't control her forehand, 30-15. Trying that body serve with lots of swing. Slower first serve, 78 miles per hour. Slice onto the backhand side, backhand return in the net. Why is it that players are finding Eala's second serve so challenging? Is it because of the pace? Again, just thinking about, it takes me to the French Open this year with Khvalinska. Great body serve again. Pegula managed to get out of it and then hammered her backhand down the line, but the wrong side of the line. Eala is 4-3 up. Just won 2 games in a row now. I can't help go straight to, what's this? I don't want to see that. I want to see the weather. Keep my eye on that. So rain predicted. I don't want to burst anyone's bubble here. It's succumbing. It's succumbing. 87% chance of rain within the next half hour. I mean, to be very exact, Google's telling me in 29 minutes it's going to come down, and it looks like it's going to last again for a couple of hours. Surely can't be that long. saying it's going to go until 7:30 American time. That's going to be 3 or 4 hours. No ways. Pegula starts with a serve out wide, opens up the court, decides to try the wrong foot. Eala hits a forehand in the net instead. Oh, that's a bad forehand. Low in the net. Pegula, love 30. Was a pretty good first serve down the middle of the court. I guess kind of what got what she wanted. It was defensive by Eala, blocking with the double hand backhand, had to stretch on her right hand side. Well, the first serve goes in, inside, in for one return, lands in the tram lines, 15-30. Wow, there we go. Getting a little bit busy in the chat. Oh, double and backhand in the net once again. Third shot of the rally. Straightforward return. Bit under pressure from Eala, just playing straight back at Pegula. Double and backhand in the net. 2 breakpoint opportunities. They're both good at tennis, but I go for Alex to win this final, says Lita Aqueno. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. Dios Dado Mate. I remember seeing your name yesterday. Oh, great return. Oh, putting pressure right now. This time, Eala, single hand backhand, block in the net. Still another breakpoint opportunity for Eala. It would be a fantastic time for her to take control of the first set. If she can get that break. Dios Dado Mate. Go, fight, Alex. And that's how easy Pegula can turn it around. Ace. Straight down the middle of the court. A little bit of an outswinger as well. 31 minutes in. Slice out wide, double and back in return, pushes Pegula back. Good forehand down the line. Eala's into defense. Drive volley, cross court winner by Pegula. At least we know this match won't be under 1 hour. You're right about that, deluded Steve. Inside in, back in return was a bit short. Pegula managed to find the baseline with a forehand cross court. Oh, mixing it up. Eala mixes it up for herself. Steers her forehand out behind the baseline. And it's 4-all. Cameraman can't stay away from these clouds. As soon as he's got a moment, has to zoom into these darkish grey clouds above. My goodness, it would just be so great if we just stay away. Rain, go away, come back another day. Return down the middle of the court. Wow, Eala, big forehand onto Pegula's backhand, approaching onto Pegula's backhand. Hardly had to move, just had to wait for the right timing. Beautiful double hand backhand passing shot, cross court. Short with angle, very little power. Just soaking that power from Eala's approach shot. Maybe Eala was hoping to wrong foot the American. That's where the experience really pays off. Wow, what a return. Pegula taking control and falling backwards, steers her forehand cross-court for the winner. Eala just not quick enough to run from her advantage corner where she was retrieving her forehand. Took too many steps after she hit the ball. Slice right into the body, clips the top of the net, the return from Pegula. She's under pressure, being pushed back. And eventually forehand in the net. Just every shot she hit was awkward. Talking about the American now. Great first serve, I must say. It was very slow, almost like Pegula expected a quicker ball and just waiting with that backswing, and then realizing at the last second, this is swinging right into my body. Forehand cross-court by Pegula, back in cross-court from Eala once again, but this is a winner from Pegula. Break points now in favor of the American. The number 1 seed has 2 break points. Pegula 1 out of 1, Eala 1 out of 4, break points 1. Eala wishes to retake a ball toss. What a first serve! How powerful was that? One-hand backhand return from Pegula in the net. I would love to know how quick that serve was. I guess that's what she's doing so well now. I just realized with Eala, you can't predict what she's going to do next. That's going to be a slow swinging first serve in the body. Is it going to be a powerful first serve down the middle of the court, out wide? She has so many options, and that's going to keep her opponent, in this case Jessica Pegula, guessing. But Eala's just hit the first serve in the net. Very, very interested to see where Pegula is going to be standing. She's now on the baseline. Decides to move back for the backhand return. Cross court. It looked like the forehand down the line was out. It was just long by Eala. And once again, Pegula breaks. 5-4 Pegula. The next, after this break, will be serving for the first set. And the weatherman in me wants to know what's happening. What's happening with this rain? There's a storm brewing. I can't deny it. It just keeps going up. 90% chance of rain on its way. Overcast right now. This match will be interrupted, and then it's just going to be rain until 7:30. That's the prediction now. It's going to be 4 hours long. My goodness. To reality, anything can change. Maybe just get a gust of wind. It blows away. This match does not get interrupted. But right now, Pegula is somewhat in the driving seat. Come on, cameraman. Show us the court, not the heavens. 38 minutes now gone by. Pegula serving for the first set in this final. Good serve out wide. Backhand drive volley winner. Perfectly executed cross court. No chance for Eala to get there. Great first serve. Wow, that's a wild forehand return. Eala really went for it. Usually, and I saw that, I'd say wild because it was a very big backswing. I prefer it when she's taking shorter swings like that one, but that's not going to count, even though it ended up being a winner. Pegula's first serve missed the service line. Wow, what a serve. Back and slice down the line now from Pegula. Ball stayed so low. Eala couldn't get under it. And it's just gifted the number 1 seed 3 set points. Mike needs to continue to underrate Pegula. It's working because she's just took the first set. Great body serve. Backhand slice. Looked like it was long. Pegula taking the first set, 6-4. Is there time for Pegula to wrap up this match? For the heavens open up and creates a bit of a downpour. Who knows? But that's been a pretty impressive first set from Pegula, I must say. She's had a lot to deal with. 1 ace, 1 double fault for the American. No aces for Eala, 1 double fault. 67% first serves going in for Eala, only 57 for Pegula. And I said, that doesn't happen so often that the player who wins the first set has a lower first percentage service rate. 10 winners for Pegula, 4 for Eala, 15 unforced errors for the American, 17 for the Filipino. Oh, deluded Steve, you're trying to get under my skin, but I think it's in your name. Deluded. That's not what I said. I said if the games are as quick as the opening game, this match could finish within an hour, because the first game took less than 2 minutes. And if you do the math in 2 sets, either which way, whoever's going to win the first set, I said, would go on to win the match in straight. I did say that, mark my words. You can go back to this video and check yourself if you want to waste your time. But no, it's been a fantastic performance right now up to this point. Pegula has started on the front foot. She's taken more of a defensive stance, and I mean in positioning on the court. Maybe this is where deluded Steve is not really so tennis, has not so much tennis knowledge, but the person who's standing very close to the baseline is normally the offensive player, and Pegula's been standing further back, has taken on that role. Eala's been far more offensive, trying to get into the court. But the experience is paying off right now. Dominado, go, Alex. Let's get that second set started. Aggressive play from Eala, but that's a little bit too short. Pegula now steps it up with the backhand cross court. Wow, hard hitting from the American. It feels like both players are hitting so flat. Good back and cross go from Eala. Trying with all her might. You can see how much body movement she's using right now. Oh, and she clips the back of the line. Incredible rally. Eala ends up top. 15 love. I have tennis knowledge, but it's clear you have a pro Eala bias in your commentary. Okay. Well, then so be it. Not a problem. I guess it's okay to like good tennis, and I really like the way Al is playing. I've said in the past, you must go back to my previous videos, and anyone who's followed me for a long time will know I've made it very clear on what Eala should be improving on. And she said in a post-match interview yesterday that she feels every aspect of her game has improved. And I have to agree, because I thought her serve was slow. I thought her movement around the court has been delayed. I feel that she wasn't hitting with enough power. I thought that her baseline game was too short too often. When she was under pressure, she was playing too short. All these aspects have turned around. Great second serve, slice out wide. Pegula struggling to get that return in. 30 love. Arnold Dulaka. Go, Alex. Zebediah. Is it you? Is it who I think it is? Haven't heard from you in a long time. I am fine. I'm fine. 3 sets match final. Pegula 2-1 against Eala. Oh, I said before it started, I really believe it was going to be 2 sets. I see Eala's trying with all her might, but she might just be pushing it too much as she did right now, steering the forehand down the line, standing in that 3/4 court zone. Was moving forward. Pegula looks like she's just happy to take the punches right now. Going into defensive mode. Eala trying to step it up early in the second set. 30-15. Serve out wide is returned out. 40-15. Zebediah thinks that this match has still got some way to go. Leaving Pegula is going to win this in 3 sets. Forehand return in the net. What is wrong in supporting players who play well? Just trying to think, out of all the men, there's going to be a lot of bias when João Fonseca steps on court. I'm attracted to his style of tennis. I think he's got a wonderful game suited for hard court. I've said this. For clay court, he's probably just not patient enough. You know, I'm more or less I'm the neutral. My favorite tennis players have all retired. And since Roger Federer retired, it's been very, very hard to follow anyone. Couldn't just automatically become a Rafa Nadal supporter. That took years. Same with Djokovic. Beautiful forehand winner down the line. Just so steady. Pegula was under pressure by Eala's ground stroke. It was her backhand that pulled Pegula out on her forehand side, but just steered the ball wonderfully down the line. All that experience is starting to shine through. Maybe that's what deluded Steve wants to hear. But Pegula is dominating right now on her service game. I'm just saying what I hear. Sorry, I'm just commentating on what I see. Beautiful ace down the middle of the court, 40 love. And my worry before the match started was that Pegula was going to have a slow start. And if that was going to happen, I think Eala, if she had taken the first set, she would have really continued and grown in confidence. But that's not what's happened. Pegula started early, really strong. Maybe the opening game was probably the weakest game that she's experienced till now. Eala won that 4 points in a row of her service game. Oh, great power with the double and backhand. Eala is struggling now. Smash from the three-quarter court is a winner. 1-1 right now. Something I also said, it's going to be a tactic that I thought that Pegula should implement. I know how good she is at the net. She came to the net a few times against Schneider yesterday, but being a former world number one doubles player, she's got the net game. She can play fantastically well. Maybe the only thing that she has against her is a height, but if the ball's coming close to her, she can put away any shot. Backhand volley, forehand volleys, smashes, drives, drive volleys. 15 love, good serve out wide, forehand return, cross court. That's what I see Gula doing at times. When it's the right time, looks like she is trying to get on the front foot and attack the net, approach to the net rather, could be perhaps more offensive. Another thing I would recommend for Pegula is to try more body serves. This is what Eala's doing so well. She did against Ken Tseng, she did against Fernandez. Did it again. Oh, what a return. Just growing into this match more and more. Inside in, forehand return. That was definitely in the body, but perfect timing from Pegula. So flat. Good approach shot. Pegula under pressure, forehand in the net. Hard hitting from the Filipino. Also doing very, very well when she's getting the opportunity, getting on that front foot. Not trying to hit winners, just steering the ball with power in the right direction. First serve in the net. She's hitting harder today. Or not. Maybe I'm deluded. 83 miles per hour just seemed quicker than usual. Second serve in the net. Double fault. She's not going to want to invite Pegula into this match. Carlito, go, Alex, writing in the chat. Thank you so much for your comment. Deluded Steve once again. Perhaps the presence of the neutral, but we all know you're pro Eala. Thank you for that, Steve. Thank you for that. And who are you pro? Who do you want? Who's your favorite tennis player, Steve? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Who's your favorite tennis player? Who do you like to follow? God bless Alex. God bless Alex. Jocelyn Enriquez, thank you for that message. Oh, no. It's a second double fault in a row from the left-hand side of the court. Let out an opportunity there. And Joan Bosch just advising, forget it, move on, next point. That's the tough thing about being a professional. Just to shake it off. Fantastic coach, Alexander Eala. I've only heard amazing things about this guy. He's been with Alex for so many years. Oh, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now. What a drop shot from Pegula. Oh, beautiful scoop from Eala. It made it really difficult for Pegula. She was moving forward, anticipating the drop shot, and then couldn't control her forehand volley, found the tram lines instead. I mean, okay, could she have done better? Whoa. Yes, by that comment, I could read her lips very well. Dude, Steve is pro-objective commentary. All right. In other news, Venus Williams just lost her 13th consecutive singles match. I like that. Dude, Steve. And Eala wins her service game. That was quite a battle. She's not going to continue in the Masters. I was watching that match while it was raining, and I thought to myself, like, what is Venus doing? She's just tarnishing her legacy. She's done so well. You can see her movement is delayed when she's trying to move quickly. It's not easy. It's not easy on the eye to see that. I felt the same way when even Roger Federer at the end of his career probably could have ended a little bit earlier. So many mishits on the backhand side, and it was sad to see that, because what doesn't happen so often is a great, is a legend of the game who quits at the top of his game. Maybe you can argue that, yeah, that's exactly what Bjorn Borg did. Pete Sampras, perhaps. Who else? To be very honest. And Jimmy Connors did pretty well right to the end. Gave his best. And there we go. It started. Immediately got to 55 minutes. It's suspended now. Pegula in the lead, 6-4. All the rain jackets going on. Umbrellas are out. What a pity. What a pity. This is going to go on for some time. Let me just refresh my page here. See how this is going to continue. Oh, it's actually saying that the rain's supposed to start in 9 minutes. But it's already coming down. Wow, so there's a warning of large-scale flooding from now. Time now. From now till midnight. Is that right? Or till midday? There's a lot of rain coming now. This is northwest Baltimore to Washington D.C. Flash flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. That's crazy news. Wow. What a pity. What a pity. One could argue that Eala was starting off on the good, on a better foot. The start of this second set. Just getting distracted here by deluded Steve's comment. We were talking about Venus Williams' loss. Yeah, she's 16 years old, Christine Lyotova. Amazing. Yeah, sometimes these suspended plays, delays can turn things around. There's a long wait now. I'm not sure. I mean, okay, let's just go back. I'm not sure really if they're going to have time to warm up. The only way they're going to be able to stay warm is probably getting on the treadmill, getting on a bicycle, do some skipping, shadow practicing. I mean, they're going to be going through their camps right now. Lots of chats with the coaches, with the team. But this rain is supposed to go on right till 7 o'clock in the evening. My goodness. And we've now got, what is it? Is it 3? I can't see the timer right now. 4 p.m. So this is going to go on for another 3 hours. My goodness. What a pity. What a pity. Really hoping we're going to see the end of this match. Like I said before it started, there had to be very quick games. So the match would finish within the hour. And it's taken 55 minutes for them to play 13 games. I think I'm just gonna step away for now. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna let this stream run. I'm gonna keep my eye on the TV screen, on the weather forecast as well. I don't think it's gonna change anything. It looks like there's a heck of a lot of rain coming. And over the next 3 hours, it's just going to continue. And sometime, 7 o'clock, it looks like it's going to stop. But then it's going to probably pick up again at 8 o'clock. This is going to just keep going. I'm not sure. I wonder if they're going to move the men's final to another court. They do have enough courts at their disposal. Men's final is supposed to precede this final. Okay. That's from my side. I'm just going to take a little break. I'm going to keep the stream running. See you guys around. Hello, lovely people. How is everyone doing? Thank you for being so patient. I needed a bit of a break. It's late in the evening here in the Netherlands, where I'm streaming from. Nothing much has changed. I've had my eye on the weather forecast, and it looks like it's going to clear. Still a long time into the future. Oh, I see it's been a little bit busy in the chat. Apparently within the next 18 minutes or hour and 20 minutes there should be an interval, meaning that rain might start again. And I kind of do agree with a few people out there. I see Chris was in the chat. Yeah, they should just, Woodpecker was saying they should just cancel the whole thing and restart tomorrow. So a lot of Eala supporters in the chat. Chris agreeing with that. Don't know if Chris is there right now. Alex fight, that's from Richard Dulas. Oh, still messages coming through here. When was that? Oh, not too long ago. Kayan, Alex, and Ashley was getting involved. You're right, Ashley, it has been raining. It's raining a lot. There's been warnings of flash floods. Huge amounts of rain coming down. I think safety is very, very important. Paramount. There's also been calls, it was, I don't know, maybe over 10 minutes ago, severe lightning, thunderstorms in the area, so people had to go into covered areas. Yeah. So let's get this a little bit more interesting. Let me know where you're from. I think most of the support, I know Ashley Partridge, it's from England. Get your support out here. Let me know where you're from. Do we have any football fans? Want to talk a little bit about football? What do you guys want to talk about? Put up some topics. We've got something interesting to chat about. Let's try stay away from politics. That's always a nasty topic to get to. I'm a big fan of sports, if you didn't know about that already. Tennis is my number one love, but I think football for me, it's becoming a tough second love of mine. I'm a big fan of rugby, as most of you might know. Used to enjoy a lot of cricket when I was young, but yeah, football is just really tough to watch these days. I don't know if it's the same for you guys. How bad, how bad were these hydration breaks back in the World Cup in America? I would get so into the match in the beginning, first 20 minutes, 21, 22 minutes, starting to build up, and then hydration break. Oh, I just was getting carried away. Yeah, it's really I just was unfocused after that. I must say, I was quite fortunate enough to have watched 90% of the World Cup being in Spain. If you were wondering, if you've been to my channel a few times and you're wondering, where's Mike been the last 6 weeks, 5 weeks, I was at the Rafa Nadal Tennis Academy. I was a summer coach. I'm a tennis coach here in the Netherlands, and I was fortunate enough to watch a lot of football and share a lot of very cool moments with with fellow coaches, and I think the one thing, being surrounded by European-minded people, Europeans, we just it was just so irritating. I mean, who out there was really irritated by these hydration breaks? Basically, 4 quarters. No, football match. It's very strange. I'm looking forward to the English Premier League starting soon. Big Manchester United supporter. Not going to hold back. That's who I've been supporting since I was a kid. So it's going to be nice just to have two halves again. Free-flowing football. And yeah, for 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, half time. And once again, another half. There's a message in the chat. Chiparinov says postpone it. Postpone it. Well, they can't really right now because it's still early on in the day. I think it's very unusual this time of the year that it would just rain non-stop. I think maybe in the winter season, winter periods, that's probably more predominant, that the rain is just forever or long periods, maybe the whole day it can just rain. But because the Northern Hemisphere is experiencing summer, you kind of think that it's going to dissipate at some point and the sun's going to come out. But today is the first cloudy day. I've been watching every single day this tournament, and been watching a lot of tennis. This is the first time that the tournament has been delayed because of rain. Let's look at these comments. Some comments coming in. We have Reynaldo watching from the Philippines. How good it would be to be following this watch-along right now between these two players. Seeing that ball flying over the net back and forth would be so good right now. Need to be a little more patient. It's going to take a while for that to happen. Helen Santiago. Sorry, replay watching, sir. Okay. Thank you for your support, Helen. Forward aft. It's a draw. Never in tennis. It has happened in the past, though. It has happened in the past. I do recall in the 90s there have been tournaments, especially in America. I think it was in the Indian Wells where the spoils were shared, probably even further back, but not in the modern game, not in the modern era, especially when tennis became a professional, when it moved away from an amateur sport to a professional sport. There always has to be a winner. So this game, it could be postponed till tomorrow. I know tomorrow starts Toronto. That's the Canada Masters. It basically has already started. As maybe some of you don't know, but Venus Williams, watching a bit of her match in Toronto, and she lost to a 16-year-old today. But so that tournament's already underway. It could cause problems. I believe Eala would be playing in that tournament. I believe Pegula would also be. I'm not 100% certain right now, but normally they're a little bit lenient, especially when you've been in a final of a tournament that is still in progress, their matches normally get postponed, so they can also get a couple of days rest. Never mind having to travel from one part of the continent to the other side. So no, that's definitely not going to happen. They're not going to make it a draw. Yeah, but that's just how tennis is. I mean, I'm starting to reminisce on my times when I was a junior, growing up in South Africa. Winter season was always rough. Summer season, can hardly remember ever matches being delayed because of rain. Just doesn't happen in Southern Africa. But the winter, yeah, there were moments, hardcore tournaments where I think I remember clearly that a whole tournament was completely washed out, where it's just non-stop rain for an entire week, and not even a single ball was hit. But that was on the junior. Those are junior tournaments. We were playing for gift vouchers and trophies, not tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, like what these two players are aiming at, and lots of WTA points. But that's how tennis is. It's maybe in the future there are going to be renovations done to such big tournaments. I think maybe even Masters. I can see that happening in a few decades. That at least a center court would be covered, especially for Masters tournaments. And if they're played on hard courts. If they're played on clay courts, I don't think that's necessary, because clay courts, they can absorb a bit of a drizzle. You can carry on playing even if it's drizzling, light rain for a certain amount of time. But on hard courts, I mean, as soon as it starts to rain, it's just even drizzle. You want to get off. You don't want to injure yourself. It's a hard surface. You don't want to be slipping, twisting your ankle. Yeah, that can definitely be prevented. But I think about, okay, this is a WTA 500. We're going to Toronto. Well, the players are going to Toronto. Thinking about other tournaments like Miami, Indian Wells. Miami was hit by rain. I remember that. The match between Sinner and Lehechka, there was a long delay there as well. I remember I was involved in some very interesting chats. A lot of people were asking questions, and that was keeping me rather entertained. Just a bit of a heads up. It would be nice if you guys want to also get involved in that. But it can happen, and maybe. But when I think back to Miami, I mean that's a tennis stadium built in a stadium, especially for those 2 weeks. What was the name of the stadium now? I can't remember, but it's being Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and yeah, I mean you need a permanent structure if you're going to have an indoor stadium. I think back to Linz, where it was the last time that Fernandez and Eala played. Fernandez got the upper hand. That was on clay. That's an indoor clay, and then there's no interruptions. Yeah, I mean that's nice. But when we're talking about Austria, I mean here's a country who's they've got a lot of wealth. They've very organized culture and system there, so it's affordable. Maybe the stadium and the amount of seats are also less. I think about Rotterdam when I was at the ABN AMRO early on this year. I was there physically, and fantastic stadium. But we're talking about, when was that? That was in March. I mean, yeah, it was a sunny day, but really cold outside, like freezing wind. And then it just makes sense to have an indoor facility. But we're in the summer You know, in Washington, they will get rain. It will happen, but it's been a fantastic week right up until this moment, and the heavens have opened up. Yeah, that's just how it is. Andrew writing in the chat, they will start again with the current scores whenever the weather permits. Correct. You're 100% correct there, Andrew. It will continue like that. Will it happen today? I think so. Let me glance over at my weather forecast. Still advertising, or not advertising. Still showing. Still showing that could be huge flooding. Just looking at this now. I mean, it just doesn't look good. It says here that the rain is still going to continue for another 2 hours. And I'm not too sure. It was looking pretty good. It looked like it was going to be dry. I don't know if it's going to pick up again. I mean, the way it's looking, the forecast shows between 5 and 8 o'clock. It says right now, 5 o'clock American time, 99% chance of rain. Just going to continue. Another aspect shows that at about 7 o'clock, it should taper out completely. It's going to be dry, but then from 8 o'clock again, or just before 8, it's supposed to pick up. 62% chance of rain. Temperatures are cooling down. Probably not good for the players if they're going to step back on the court. They're probably going to be wearing long sleeves, long pants again. They're not going to have an opportunity to warm up. They can do a lot of shadow practicing. As I said before my break, they could go on the treadmill, they could go on the bicycle over the next couple of hours now and then. Yeah. But right now, maybe they're just taking a break. Probably, yeah, then they'll get a massage in as well. Just break the muscles, try to stay loose, try to stay relaxed. This is the tough part. This is really the tough part. It's also a final. And I look at the score for Eala. How will she be reacting right now? How will she be dealing with this time? Because it can get to the individual. It can really get to the individual. There's a lot of thinking. I guess she's going to get lots of help from her coach, Joan Bosch. Going to be thinking about how to maybe change the tactics or stick to the winning formula. She was starting to get a groove on a little bit in that second set, but it kind of looked like the same as the first, except maybe Eala was being more aggressive. But it's with all this time, she's going to be thinking a lot, hopefully not second guessing herself. Okay, messages coming in. Let's see this. Esther writes in the chat, still waiting from the Philippines. It's 4:50 a.m. Wow, respect to you, Esther. I'm going to put that message up. Great respect. Yeah, very, very patient. That's how we're going to have to be right now. Respect to you, Esther. That's loyalty. That's really... we know who you're supporting. You really want Eala to shine, and she needs to feel that from her supporters. Zebediah, is the rain gonna stop? That's the million-dollar question. What is the time in DC? I'm in Zimbabwe. Very cool. Zebediah. Wow, I've got a friend from Zimbabwe. I don't know if he moved back to Zimbabwe though. We used to live in South Africa. Warren is writing in the chat, how many sets are there in the final? It's always a winner of 3. I made my prediction that whoever was going to win the first set was going to go on to win this match in 2 sets. I'm going to stick by it for now. I think Pegula she started this match very well. I thought she was very aggressive, except maybe for the first game. Just looked very timid. Eala also started quite big, winning the first 4 points off her service game, which was nice and quick. But once she got into the match by the 3rd game of the opening set, I saw that, okay, this is a different Pegula. She's been almost starting every match really slow and building into the match. But today she started strong, not wasting any time. But if Eala were to come back and win that second set, then there's going to be a deciding third. Ayano is congratulating Pegula. Congrats, Pegula. Ronaldo. All right. Ronaldo, good morning. Rooting for Alex Eala. I'm from the Philippines. Very, very cool. Thank you for that message. Let's put that up here. There we go. And there's Ashley Partridge. Is it on now? What's happening? I got food. Is it popcorn and Coke? Or have you got a proper meal in front of you? It's late. It's probably, what time is it now? 10 o'clock? Ashley, where you are? Oh, okay. Good question. Very good question. Warren Santos is asking in the chat, what does the 1 and the 2 shown on the screen? Well, let's see if I can get it. So I think round about here, that indicates how many games each player on this side has won. So Pegula has got 1 game in the second set, and Eala has got 2. So Pegula won the first set 6-4. She was about to get ready to serve, and then the rain came down, and that's already been about an hour ago. So thank you for that question, Warren. Why no tennis? Actually, because it's raining. Nothing's changing here either, and it's going to just continue raining. Showing some past matches right now. Okay. Kovacevic playing Borges. Everyone said, oh, they're about to get the third set started. Interesting that they're not going to start before 5:30. I think personnel are getting on the court there to dry it up. Maybe the rain has stopped, but to be honest, I'm not even sure this tournament right now. Most important one is this one, what's going on here. But yeah, it's suspended right now. Oh, Toronto live. Okay. It's the start of the Canadian Masters. It's the 1000. And seems like America's not the only place where it's raining. Milo is writing in the chat, still raining here in Mubadala. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's Washington D.C. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Milo. Where is your name? I'm gonna put that up here. You're probably gonna end up being our weatherman if you're there right now. Are you actually at the... Hey, Are you Milo? Are you at the stadium or at the venue? If you're watching this right now, welcome from all of us. Who's the 16-year-old? Number 1 seed. Warren, I hope I helped you out there. Hope that makes sense. So, if you have any more questions, go ahead. Just ask. Don't be shy. If you might be new to the game of tennis. I know that Eala's creating so much positivity out there for all the fellow Filipinos. It's something new still to a lot of Filipinos out there. Maybe you just don't understand the just yet of how tennis works. Please, by all means, go and ask. So, as you can see, maybe I'll just continue a little bit if you're new to the game of tennis. We have, let me get that right over here, Pegula, she won the first set, 6-4. You have to get to 6 games first, winner by 2, to win the set. It could be 6-love, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. In this case, Pegula won 6-4. And she's trailing now in the second set, 1-2, basically on serve right now. And yeah, so yeah, but if you have any more questions, go ahead. Oh, wow, okay, very interesting. People are ready to leave. Very interesting. Milo in the chat is also at the venue right now, and he's saying that people are going home. I hope it's safe for people to go home. They're in the car right now. Are you second guessing, thinking what to do? Keep refreshing my weather forecast here in Washington D.C. and doesn't look promising. And Var Iora, I don't know if I pronounced it right. If the game gets cancelled, will it resume with the same score? Yes, it will. Let me put that up here. Very good question. It will basically continue when the weather is right. I know in Europe, every tournament also has their own rules. I know that in Europe, they will continue. I was doing a match about 2 months ago, and between Luciano Darderi and Rafael Khadar, and it wasn't suspended. The match wasn't delayed because of of rain, but rather because of smoke. There was a football stadium close by where I think AC Milan was playing Inter Milan in the cup, and with all the fireworks and afterwards celebrations of whichever team won, I can't remember who it was now, the smoke from that stadium came into the center court, which was open, there's no roof, and it was unbelievable, just couldn't see anything. And that was delayed by really good hour, maybe even 90 minutes. They had to wait for the smoke to go away, and there was no wind. This was in Rome, and these guys, they played till 2:30, 3 in the morning. I don't think they do this in America. I know that in England they're very strict. Once it's dark, it's like, nope, we don't continue. We just continue the next day. Like I said, every tournament they have their own rules. It was really funny though, because in that match, Luciano Darderi is the Italian, so with home advantage, he was just knocking back espressos in the early morning. That was, I remember, midnight. He did it 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Every chance he had, he was just taking down another espresso, and I actually thought that it would have been good for the Spaniard Rafael Khadar to have done the same. Would have helped him out. Luciano ended up winning that match. But yeah, everyone's different. it's not clear what's happening here, to be dead honest. They've just changed the transmission now to Toronto. And if I go online, sometimes they do make the call. I mean, it just says it's interrupted. Match is being interrupted due to rain. Into all my sources here. But, yeah, please, you also keeping me entertained. Get involved in the chat with one another if you like. Still raining there? Yep, it's still raining. There is supposed to be a break in the rain, in the weather. We're getting to the heavy part now. No, 5. Oh, gosh, I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to stop. But the thing is, it's because it's 5 o'clock right now. It's 5 o'clock, late afternoon, early evening, depending how you want to see it. They're still obliged to say that it's going to continue. Are they going to just cancel it and then move it over to tomorrow afternoon? It's also a bit of a gamble, I think. But I'm looking at the temperatures tomorrow, and 12 o'clock looks good. There's a bit of chance of rain, but it's not going to be early. I can't imagine it's going to be first thing in the morning. Can't imagine. Because 9 o'clock probably looks the best. 7% chance of rain. Just dragging my cursor. Sun comes more out at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm guessing, I mean, the tournament every day has been starting either at 11 or 12 o'clock midday. If they had to resume play, it'll be at 12 o'clock tomorrow, which will probably be a very good time, not only for, well, for Americans. Yeah, well, I mean, it's Monday. I mean, around the world, people are going to be working, but maybe for Filipinos, it would probably be very good, beneficial, because that'll be somewhat at about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening, and I think Eala will get a lot of support online, to be very honest. But if I drag my cursor, 12 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 30 degrees, it's going to be really hot. 2 o'clock, still sunny, but there's small chance of rain, and then from like 3 o'clock onwards, then the chance of precipitation increases to about 14%, but it's very, very low early morning till about that time, till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Gotta keep in mind, there's also a men's final, hasn't even started yet. It's supposed to follow the women's final. I'm just trying to keep my eye on this right now. I mean, it's irritating. Everybody wants to know where this is going. Let me go to now on the WTA site. Let me refresh this page. Okay, it's going to take some time to load. Yes, people are going home. We're in our car. Already read that one out. No, so it just says suspended. Oh wow, watch out, Ronaldo. I'm just reading your message now. Typhoon signal number 1 here in the Philippines. A little rain in our city, here in the city of Eala. Shout out to the Evers family. That's from Ronaldo. Let me find that message. This might also help people out there. If you're in the city of Eala, around there, then please take care. Look after yourselves. Look after the family members. Oh, right. Are you certain, Ashley? Where'd you get your source from? Because I'm not seeing that. I just see that it's suspended right now. Where's your source? It's the rain sound effect. Oh no. Yeah, I do see that it's choppy. It's probably because I got a lot of windows open here as well. I do apologize about that. What? What's happening? Okay, I get that. Let me see here. It says suspended, but it doesn't mean that it's... I need more information. Got another source that just says it's interrupted due to rain. Maybe something on the ATP site. Yeah, Taylor Fritz is supposed to be taking on Rafael Khadar in the final. They haven't even hit a single ball. Maybe that's been postponed to another day. No. News, maybe under news. Okay, let me try something. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go to the official site. Maybe there's something there. Sunday play has been delayed due to inclement weather. Play will not resume before 6 p.m. So it hasn't been called off yet. That's what I'm seeing here on the official site. So 12 minutes ago, play will not resume before 6 p.m. That's American time. Lightning is in the vicinity and everyone on site should seek shelter immediately. That was 12 minutes ago. Hasn't been called off yet. I thought so. It's still a little bit too early. I think the organizers would love to at least get the women's final finished. And if anything, then start the men's final fresh tomorrow. Under better conditions. That would be my inclination. That would be my belief. I'm going to keep the site open because I think this is official and being updated all the time. This is not going to cause problems. Yeah. So I've missed out a few comments here. Let's see, Deluded Steve. How's it again? How are you going to? Who am I going to side with between Khudar and Fritz? The matchup. Wow. I mean, both great players. I think Rafael Khudar definitely has what it takes. He's in with Jakub Menschik, and to me, João Fonseca. Brazilian still needs to mature more, especially psychologically. But what an exciting prospect for the future. I think the Spaniards can be very excited about this kid. He's doing tremendously well. I've always thought that physically, I would never think that he's a tennis player, but put that aside, I mean, it's not going to bother him what people think or what I think. He's playing fantastic tennis. I think Taylor Fritz is also coming out with some intense tennis. That forehand is looking deadly. Never mind his first serve. I think he's still right up there, probably with O'Reilly, Sinner as well as being the best servers in the world. He's right up there with those other two. And that's what's helping him get this far. He's going to have the backing of the crowd as well. I think Khudar's got a tough one ahead of him. He won Marrakesh, if I remember correctly, on clay. That was his first tournament on the ATP Tour. Great prospect for the future. Exciting player as well. Seen him a few times, and I particularly was looking forward to that match. I did watch it. I did stream it as well. The Khudar Fonseca game that was in Madrid. Played so well in front of his home crowd. He is from Madrid, Spain himself. So yeah, it must be dark now. What's happening? Khudar wins easily. Oh, you think Khudar's going to win that one? Oof, I don't think easy. I think it's really tough to read Fritz's serve. Everyone's finding it really tough. It doesn't matter which side of the court. If he's on the juice or advantage side, he can just pick his spot. And if he's going to play as good as he has the whole week with that first serve in the final, Khudar is going to find it tough. He's going to find it really tough. Just call it a draw. Split the money. Oh gosh, I just lost. That was funny. I got to read this one. Oh, thanks, Milo. Really, you're our weatherman here on Tennis Inside Out. Fred says, just call it a draw. That's really funny. I'm gonna put this one up. Call it a draw. Split the money. Anyway, Eala is leading in the second set. Oh, that's funny. Imagine they would ask the players, like, would you mind splitting the money? Would you mind calling it a draw? Let's put that up for everyone to read. Quite entertaining. Ashley Partridge, WTA said no play. WTA gone missing. Okay, now I'm confused. It's not dark yet, but still raining. Said Milo, thank you so much for this update. We have someone who is at the tennis venue. I don't know if he's still waiting in his car right now. But thank you, Milo. Milo, I think that would be your name, Milo. Thank you so much for keeping us updated as well. Being present right there in Washington D.C. at the tennis venue. Yeah, it's not called off yet. That's why I'm still. That's the point. It has not been called off yet, and that's why Milo's still there. It's evident that it hasn't been called off. So, yeah, I'm on social media as well. I've got my eye on all weather stations. And Totti Gabales, beautiful messages. Just love that as well. Such godly people. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you for your message. Praise the Lord. Very, very positive. Very good messages there from Totti Gabales. Thank you. Thank you. Deluded Steve, WTA rules state that if a final can't be continued due to adverse weather conditions, both players end up being runners-up. Wow, interesting. Thank you for that. War Uyore. If there were no flags beside their names, I'd be thinking there'd be two Filipino players. Oh, interesting. So Pegula could also be, yeah, is that like what then, like Spanish? Probably. Yeah, it does have a Spanish ring to it. Ashley saying no draw. My advice is, Mike, go inside court, I'd say. Somewhere nearby there has to be an indoor court. Come on, just take a camera or open up a stream on YouTube just to finish off the match. Yeah, so I see Kuloy Domingo was asking, is the game stopped? It's on pause. There's a rain delay. Oh, don't tell me, Ashley, another 2 hours. I mean, that's kind of what it's saying on one side. It looked like it was going to be dry, and I was predicting that it's going to continue. It could be even longer, but it's still early days. It's what, 5:30, I believe. Am I wrong? Wait, let's just put this aside for a second. 5:30, so almost 5:30. And it's still too early to call it off, because it could like in half an hour just all of a sudden stop. The wind changes direction, all of a sudden the rain's being blown somewhere else, and then it's about half an hour preparation, I would say. Half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour to dry the court as quick as possible, get these ladies back on court. I think once they start drying the court, then the ladies are going to start getting warm, skipping, probably getting on the bicycle just to get warm, get a bit of a sweat on. They'll be given some time as well to have a quick warm-up. They'll probably want to spend a lot more time hitting balls before an actual warm-up. But they must resume if conditions are playable. So, hardcourt inside. Match done. Okay. So Milo's saying that it's drizzling right now. Very cool. Thank you for that update. Lulu's mom is South Korean, says Deluded Steve. Thank you for that. Milo. Oh, okay, yeah. It's like Milo. Just like the chocolate drink. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice drink. The weather is rain. Tell me about it, Ashley. Tell me about it. Let's see if I can refresh this page. Any new news? 5 minutes ago, a women's final will resume not before 6 p.m. We will continue to provide updates while waiting for the rain to clear. Please enjoy nearest restaurants, partners across the grounds. If you're at the stadium, you can enjoy that. If you want to leave and return after the rain clears, fans will be readmitted at both gates. That's for you, Milo. Maybe that's what people already know. So, a nice welcoming message there. You haven't lost value for your ticket. You might just need to step out a bit, stretch your legs, go somewhere else. And always welcome back again when play resumes. I think it'll just be even more challenging if the match would then continue tomorrow. As people have paid probably good money to watch this final. Would it only be one? Or would it be two? Would it be the men's as well? Maybe you could do both, right? That you pay for both. But the longer this goes on, I think it just becomes more challenging for the organizers to accommodate all of this in the rest of what this day has in store. Yes, they do have floodlights, but how long is this going to go on for? How long? Ashley's saying it's going to get dark soon. He believes there's got about half an hour left before they shut the curtains. Call it a day at least for this women's final, and then let it resume tomorrow. The weather does look better. At least that's what Google's showing me. Do you go to bed, Eala? I would go for a nap. Yeah. To be honest, I was thinking of going for a nap because I did take a half an hour break. Once the rain started, I thought, I just got to stretch my legs and walk around the house a little bit. We're having fantastic weather in the Netherlands, exact opposite to what the rest of the world is probably experiencing, or other parts of the world that are getting a lot of rain. It's been so dry, warm here in the Netherlands. Cold at times. I find the mornings weirdly chilly. Just come back from Spain where it was every single day like 36 degrees, 37 degrees. And the humidity is around, 70, 80%. And the nights, the temperatures drop. They drop like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, to about 21, 22, maybe even 23 degrees. 96, 97% humidity. That was probably the hardest thing I had to experience when I was there. That was the toughest. That was really tough. And having to motivate children and don't have to motivate adults that much, but have to watch out. Hottest part of the day. There were some incidents on court where it's just too hot. People fainting and vomiting. It can happen. But that's not what's been happening in America. Exact opposite. Cooler temperatures. Lots and lots of rain still. So someone should nap, I think. Pegula would be pissed off by now. Perhaps. I think she would still deal with it all right. I don't think it's going to put off too much. I think I think she would be even more upset if it was towards the end of the second set and she was leading, and then to take the break and then wait for hours. But she's got the first set in the bag. Yeah, she's behind 1-2. It's still going on serve. It's early on in the second set. I don't think it should bother anyone. I think if anything, she's kind of found a game plan. It can change. Maybe Eala is going to come out now, playing differently. She's going to try maybe more drop shots. She's been very aggressive. I think she's going to kind of stick to the game plan. What Eala's been doing, being aggressive on the first and second returns. Maybe try to keep the points shorter. Pegula does feel like she's hanging in there in the rallies with Eala. Yeah, it'll be very interesting if we can get this match started at some point, or it can continue. Tim Henman lost at Wimbledon because of rain. Interesting point. I think a lot of players. So he was probably in the lead, and then yeah. Well, I mean, this is the thing I was saying. I don't know how long ago now, probably like an hour ago, that I think at some point in the future, these at least Masters tournaments will get one court that's indoor with a retractable roof. It's probably in the next 10 or 20 years it'll happen, especially in America, because it seems like a lot of these rain delays are, what I remember, it's like Miami, Indian Wells, maybe less. Indian Wells was Miami, it's happening now again here. It was another one, Delray, I think that was also rained off. There was Tommy Paul and Sebastian Korda. They were in the final. That was also a bit of a rainy tournament, if my memory is correct. So if there was at least like one tournament that would have like a fixed one indoor court, then this sort of thing wouldn't happen. But if the tournament organizers look at it and go, it's only one day that it rained, and it's been played over 7 or 8 days, probably a few qualifying rounds. Were they qualifying rounds? No, probably not. It was a 32 draw. Then they're thinking, why? They've basically finished the women's doubles. They finished yesterday. Men's doubles was also finished today. Earlier it was delayed because of rain in the first place, but they must have got that finished. I didn't even see the result there, but I think they were well into the second set. So there's just 2 matches remaining. Is it necessary for tournaments to now, especially Washington, to look at that in the future and go, do we need to build in a fixed indoor stadium and increase the costs for maintenance? I think Grand Slams are different because the sponsors are bigger, prize money is bigger. Maybe there's more interest as well. I mean, to be very honest, I've watched many matches, and yesterday was probably the first day that I saw the whole stadium center court was full, and that was Pegula Schneider. There was still some empty seats though in between. Other than that, I don't even think the stadiums were, especially center court during the week, were 50% full. I don't even think maybe 40, maybe even less. Some matches I was watching with Eala, maybe 30-40% full. So they're not getting the revenue that they wish. You know what I mean? And then if you're not getting that much revenue, why would the tournament organizers invest in an indoor facility? It just doesn't make sense in the end. You can't have the expenses outweighing the income. Can't be making a loss. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. We have 4 Mubadala hats from going in and out. Oh, okay. Milo, Jessica Pegula knows Alexa's weaknesses. Hopefully, she can work it out when they play again. That's from Milo. Oh man, everybody's envying you right now. Must be. Is it still drizzling? Is it still drizzling there? I know I put this message up a while ago. When was that? Oh, feels like 10 minutes ago. How's it looking, Milo? Is it still drizzling there in the States? Please let us know online. What is that weather forecast? I'm gonna refresh this page. 94% chance. There's gonna be a break in the rain. No ways. No ways. I think this is going to be cancelled. I think this is going to be cancelled. So there's supposed to be a break in the weather. Let me open this up. Yeah, it looks like it's getting worse. I think Ashley Partridge was right. I think this is going to be postponed. Which is, I think it will just, it's the best for all the players and all the spectators. I mean, Milo, very passionate. Obviously, you want to continue watching it. You want to get back in that stadium. But, you know, what's the time now? It's getting to, let me just have a look here. I got my time here. I'm just 20 minutes away from midnight here in the Netherlands. So yeah, 5:37. I mean, it's getting rather late, and I see here. Ah. Okay, I can see minutes. Oh, every 10 minutes. It's coming from inland, and then I think it seems like the rain. Like, I don't want to become like a weatherman now, but it's moving northeasterly, and it's starting inland, where maybe there's just small little clouds. It's building up. It's building up. It seems as it's moving more northeasterly. This is not going to end. I'm just watching it now, like go to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It's going to get heavier at some point. It looks like there's going to be a break in the rain very briefly, maybe for 10-15 minutes. I can't imagine that the organizers are going to get very excited and start getting out on the court to dry it, because just looking after this break, it's back at it again. Yeah. So I think, if I'm right, Milo, it might have stopped. It stopped raining. It stopped. The dark clouds are everywhere. Yes. Milo, interesting question. No. Oh, why this is happening now? Why can't I pick it? But in the chat, Milo's asking me. No, it's fine. Don't have to feel ignorant. You would never know. But he's asking me if I'm a professional tennis player. I was never a professional tennis player. I wanted to follow the route of going to college. That was now, 24 years ago. But I ended up staying back in South Africa and obtained my coaching license. And I've been a tennis coach now for 24 years. I've worked at, in the beginning, probably one of the best tennis academies in South Africa. That was for about just over 9 years, and then I moved to Germany, where I spent 10 years coaching there, almost 11 years, and then obtained also high performance coaching license there, and then immigrated with my family here to the Netherlands, and I've just started this channel. This is 8 months young, this channel. I'm a tennis coach by profession, and that's what I put up on all my thumbnails. When you go to my channel, and you'll see there with all my live thumbnails, it always says they watch along with a tennis coach. I like to commentate on matches and look at it through my coaching eye. Of course, there's also the player in me that enjoys to see the competitiveness on the court, but it's yes, the commentary that I give, it comes through my coaching knowledge. So foremost, I'm a high performance tennis coach. To answer your question, Milo, where's this now? Where are we here? Just going down the list. Let's get the game on. Milo. 5:40. Amado Kasaba, is it possible that there will be both of them are winners? Split the prize money for both of them? Yes, but as far as I believe, it was interesting. There was a deluded Steve in the chat. He said that if it does happen, that the final is called off for any reason, it could. I still think they could finish it tomorrow. To be honest, I believe it is possible. But if it does happen, and it's happened very, very seldom in the past, then they split the prize money, and both players are seen as runner-ups. So not winners, but runner-ups. And then I guess there's no winner for that tournament at that time. Interesting question. Thank you for that. Let me put that up for everyone to read. Yeah, but it's not looking good. I'm going back to the weather forecast. It's supposed to start raining again in 17 minutes. It's changing all the time. Now it's 13 minutes, but it looks like it's just going to be a drizzle. Very light rain, and by 8:30, 9 o'clock, then it's going heavy again. 92% chance of rain. It's coming up to 6 o'clock. That's precipitation. And then from 9 o'clock, 72% till midnight. I mean, they're just never going to get, even after midnight till 3 in the morning, 34% chance. It seems as though from midnight, it's just going to stay cloudy. No more precipitation, and it's just going to taper out. 9 o'clock in the morning looks the best, 25 degrees. Midday, cloudy, 8% chance of rain. It's going to be nice and warm, 29 degrees. I think if I were they're probably discussing this right now, all the organizers. They will have enough courts available. There are basically two matches left. There's to finish off the women's final, and then to get the men's final started. They could put them on separate courts and just go ahead and finish it tomorrow morning. I think that would be the best. Let's have a winner in the end. You know what I mean? It's all good and well to split it. How does that work with the points? You can split the money, say that you both runner-ups, but then do they both get the amount of points that the runner-up would get? Probably. probably. I think for myself right now, I'm also gonna give myself about a quarter of an hour. It's almost midnight here in the Netherlands. Great. That's great. And then thanks for getting involved, Milo. Really amazing. Cool that you're at the venue. Tell us how is it right now, to be honest, because I think it stopped raining. I believe it's stopped raining. I see here that it's supposed to start. It's going to start now, probably in less than 10 minutes. It's going to be showers. And then it seems like there's going to be very heavy rain again in 3/4 of an hour. I mean, honestly, I think they should just call this off and put everyone out their misery, because they probably these players are getting anxious. The men, well, how must the men be feeling? They've been waiting all day now. They haven't even stepped on court. They're supposed to. They're the next match. They're supposed to. Have they been watching the women? Probably. They've been watching now and then, walking up and down the corridors, going to do some skipping, throw a medicine ball up against the wall here and there, look at their cell phone, go on social media. That's a long day. That's really a long day. Yeah. See, there's more messages coming in. What's happening, Ashley? Well, not much. Playing the patient game right now. The rain did stop, but with all the technology that we have at hand as human beings, there are these huge rollers, almost like sponge rollers, that they can run across the court. Yes, it does help, but it doesn't dry completely. It still takes time. I think with some parts of the court, I have seen that they go with towels, just to try to dry the surface. But it takes time. It takes time. And as soon as they say, okay, we're going to start drying the courts, the players will start, getting through their routine of warming up. So yes, I'm wondering. Looking back. Going back again to. Oh, okay. No, I've got too many windows open here. I need to close what I don't need open. Okay, so news now, ATP, is that Montreal, the rain has interrupted play there. Okay. Yeah, but they're never going to get started. You can see it's still raining. There's nobody in the stadium. Just, I think, tournament officials walking around, pointing at areas. Looks like even Montreal is the same problem. On the WTA site. there. Let me refresh the page, my weather page. I mean, it's changing all the time. I'm looking too often. It's almost every 3-4 minutes, and I'm guessing Milo. It's starting to rain again. Okay, let's go to the social media for the Mubadala DC Open. Refresh this, see if there's anything new. 8 minutes ago, lightning is no longer in the vicinity. Fans on site may move about. Thank you for that. Any chance now to play? Just read that. Nothing is happening. It's raining a little again. There we go. Doms, it's also raining here in the Philippines. Oh man. It's like the Netherlands, like the driest place for once on this planet, or what? It's also raining in the Philippines. They should just call it off. Just waiting. Yeah. I hear you. Oh, I tell you, I was saying it also probably an hour, 2 hours ago, that even being a player back in the day for me was the winter times were always tough, and even when we knew that the forecast wasn't good, you still have to go to the venue. You still have to get there and wait. Yeah, I mean, I think these venues for professionals are far bigger. There's more to do. They've got lounges, they've got gym facilities. But when I was playing junior tournaments, I mean, we had just like a small clubhouse. And obviously, there would be the question, like, can we at least go home? Like, if it was close by, like, can we just go home? Or go shopping or walk around. If it wasn't, if there was like a shopping center nearby, entertain ourselves. And then, depending on the tournament directors and umpires, roaming umpires, if they were nice, they're like, yeah, we'll let you know. They weren't always like that. Nope, stay put, stay here, don't go anywhere. So, Josephine Crossman, hi, good to see you. It's been raining out here in the Philippines. I don't believe it. It's raining everywhere except in the Netherlands. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that for a moment. But I can actually imagine. Wait, because the Philippines is like on the equator. Yeah, but it's warm. Like you guys have like warm rain, perhaps. Whoa. And gonna see, keep watching this court getting covered in rain. Well, Toronto seems to be looking good right now. Uchijima, is that right? Books are. Not so much is being played here in front of our eyes. Again, let's refresh. Oh, come Are they going to continue at 10 o'clock at night? And now the forecast is saying light rain. It's going to pick up again, but it will continue to rain for at least another 2 hours, people. 2 hours. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So it's almost 6 o'clock. 4 minutes away from getting 6 o'clock, and if it goes then, what did I just say? Another 2 hours till 8. It says for at least 2 hours, so it could be 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. They should just call it off. Come on, put us out of our miseries. It doesn't mean that the match will be cancelled. They can do that. The officials can do that. They can just simply say that's the end of the tournament. There's going to be no winner this year due to weather conditions. It almost feels unfair because the weather does look like it's going to get better, but it's only going to happen overnight. And if they had to resume tomorrow morning, for example, like I don't know, 11 o'clock in the morning, they could play both finals at the same time on different courts, and actually then have a winner and a runner-up. Oh, keep trying, safe everyone. Oh, that's a good message to put up here. Wait, no, not this one. No, not this one. So Josephine Crossman getting some updates here in the Philippines. Please look after yourself if you're watching this right now. Yeah, my thoughts are with you guys because I can only imagine. Never experienced something like this, but weather's pretty bad right now because of a typhoon that's going through Philippines, Typhoon Lewis. Keep dry and stay safe, everyone. Thank you for that, Josephine. And from my side, yeah, just hang in there. Hang in there. Charles Saint, where's the venue? They are playing in Washington D.C, so it's in the United States. United States of America. Oh, I'm falling asleep here. Right now it's only going to 6 o'clock. Okay. Alright guys. I'm just gonna take a short break. I will be back. Just want to stretch my legs. Been sitting here for I think almost 2 hours. I'm waiting with you guys, but I really need to stretch. I'm more used to being on my feet. Yeah, I was recently at Rough and Adult Academy, and we were worked hard, but it was fun to be coaching, to be out there. Yeah, I'm just gonna stretch my legs, and I'll be back soon. Alrighty. Feel free to get involved in the chat and chat with one another, keep each other entertained. Let me just look one more time. Maybe something's changed. Maybe the weather's just blown away. The wind is just blowing the rain away. Doesn't look like anything's changing right now. Okay. See you guys soon. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being so patient. It was nice to have a bit of a stretch, but it's not looking good. So it was very interesting listening into the commentators on TV. It was kind of perfect timing to actually hear what they had to say, how this is going to progress. It feels they were trying to be very optimistic and positive, but it feels as though the men's final will start tomorrow. I think they were hoping, there's a lot of hope that the women are going to continue sometime this evening. I think our weatherman there, Milo, will give us even a better heads up, but it's going to be raining right into the dark. But I believe it's still raining. With some live footage, it was showing center court. I saw one person sitting under an umbrella. So this is past 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6:15 now in the evening. But I think it's just gonna continue. I keep seeing this marker, and it's been for the last 3 hours. It just changes from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Now it's 7 o'clock, but it just keeps showing that 96% chance of rain, and then in 3 hours' time it's tapering off. But nothing's changing. My feeling is that this match it's going to be cancelled as well. I can't see the ladies like 10 o'clock at night like going on court to finish this match. Just doesn't make sense. At some point they're going to have to call it. I think for myself as well. We're going past midnight. Yeah, I do see some people were writing here. See, Chris is giving me advice. I should go to bed now. It's getting late. Joanne, go away. Rain, go away. Come again some other day. Little Alex wants to play. That's a good one. Very cool. Let me put that up. There we go. That's from Juanito. And then Milo has left the area. Thomas, no way, he's from Belgium. Shout out from Belgium. Wow, long time no see, no read. Yeah, very cool. How you doing, my friend? I don't know if you're still watching, if you're still there. Nice to see you in the chat. Man, it's been a while. There, and then even Grace, I'm reading in the chat there, has been saying that it's been raining in Canada the whole day. Well, Toronto seems to be still going on. If I go to social media now, what's it saying here? Let's refresh the page. 19 minutes ago, women's final will resume not before 7 p.m. So in 40 minutes, we will continue to provide updates. While waiting for the rain to clear, please enjoy our various restaurants, partners across the grounds. If you want to leave and return after the rain clears, fans will be readmitted at both gates. That's for people who are at the venue at the Mubadala DC Open. I can't see that happening. I can't see that happening. Just a few minutes ago, there were pictures, live images of what's going on. I see even our own personal weatherman, spectator at the venue. He has also left himself now. He's left the venue. I can't see that. I mean, obviously I can be refreshing as often as possible, but it looks like the rain is going to stop like after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. That's still a long way. So for the next 2-3 hours, it's just going to continue raining. I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair to the spectators, it's unfair to players now. It shouldn't be going on so long. They should be looking at the forecast tomorrow and realizing 10, 11 o'clock, the weather is going to be great. The sun, it's going to be partly sunny, partly cloudy, and then sun is going to be coming out. So just move it tomorrow. That would be my advice. And I think even on that note, yeah, it's getting to that point. Yeah, Thomas is in Rome right now, playing a bowling tournament. God, my friend, wow, very cool. Being in Rome at this moment, probably better weather. John Laban, this is bed weather, not bad weather, bed weather. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, what can I say? This is got almost 12:30, middle of the night here in the Netherlands. Stay up another 3 hours, just doesn't even make sense. It's really tough to do this. It's really tough to do this, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's all going to come to an end at some point, especially when it starts getting dark. Yes, they do have floodlights. They do have floodlights. They can play under lights, but for how long? You know, they want to do this at 1 o'clock in the morning. They want to do this at midnight, American time, because that's going to be then like 7 o'clock in the morning for me. I don't know if I can stay up all night, to be very honest. Difficult for me to be so honest and open right now. Maybe it's just I'm just getting tired, but I think I just have to be honest as well from my side. Yeah, I think for most people that are in Europe, I see Thomas from Belgium. He's going to be. Cheers, Thomas. Cheers, man. Really great to have you in the chat. He's also going to be going to sleep. It's late now. It's past midnight, and nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. There's a very good chance that the men's final is going to start tomorrow now. I think for the women, if it's going to continue, my goodness, it's only going to start. Because even when the rain stops, which is predicted like after 9 o'clock, then there's about half an hour, 45 minutes. I'd say half an hour if they're really, really quick before they can get onto the court. We're getting close to 10 o'clock at night. So I can't see that happening. In 3 hours time, I think I need to put myself out of this misery. I need to put everyone else. This is a sad way to end this stream. It was looking like it was going to be a good match, but the weather is having her say. Mother Nature doesn't want this to continue right now. From my side, hope everyone understands me. Yeah, I'm going to have to say goodnight. I hope to see everyone soon. If this match is going to start tomorrow, then I will be there like a bear. I want this to continue. So yeah, from my side, look after yourself, take care of those people around you, and we'll say, oh, so I'm already seeing that in Montreal they've actually cancelled the play for the whole day. they're not going to continue. I think it's about to happen now as well in in the capital of America, in Washington D.C. I think they're going to call it as well at some point. Um, yeah. So, but from my side, I'm going to call it as well. Good night to everyone. Look after yourself. Look after the people around you, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Hopefully, we can watch the end of this together. Take care.